Hey guys, my name is Jason Budd and I'm a parkour coach with Parkour Visions here in Portland, Oregon, and these are my 10 tips to train in the rain. Tip number 1 is to layer up. Having a nice waterproof jacket, a good fleece layer while you're outside training is going to keep you insulated and keep you dry. There are no bad training days, just days you are less prepared to train. So remember, get prepared, get dry, and stay warm. Tip number 2 is to always check your surfaces, making sure that your shoes are grippy and that you're not wearing gloves so that way your hands can feel the texture on these walls. It's mossy, it's slippery, and it's wet outside, guys. So make sure you're taking extra time and extra precaution to make sure you are comfortable in these environments. Getting too confident before you're comfortable is a really big injury risk, and so you're something you want to be watching for and checking your surfaces diligently before you go to do these bigger jumps or movements on any of these walls at all. Everything reacts a little bit differently in the rain and when it's wet and when it's cold. So make sure you're taking your time and doing your due diligence to take the steps necessary to keep yourself safe. Check your surfaces, guys. So tip number 3 is consider how you're training. Not all styles of movement have a power base to them or something that has to do with speed. You can take it slow, take it gradual, or even go with a fitness-based mobility or range of motion activities. Playing games such as doing dive rolls and other fun things in the rain can often lead to a time where you've not experienced since you were a kid. So take the time to go out and do these things and be a little bit more silly when you're doing it. Tip number 4 is to plan your training session. If you plan your training session effectively before you go outside, you're more likely to get off the couch and get it done anyway. So make sure you drink something, stay hydrated. Even though it's cold, wet, and raining out, you need to stay hydrated. Plan your training session before you go out so that way you're more likely to get it done. Tip number 5 is to warm up well. If you warm up well, you'll stay physically active, stay physically warm, and mentally ready for the activities you're about to do. Having that piece of the puzzle is really key so that way you can perform at your optimum levels at all times. Tip number 6 is commit to getting dirty. It's outside, it's wet, it's rainy, and you don't have to look good at everything. The first step to looking good at something is actually looking bad at it. So committing to looking bad at that thing first is going to really help you get to the point where you're actually looking great at that thing. So do it while it's wet and rainy, and then when it's dry and awesome outside, you'll look amazing. Tip number 7 is scaling down your training session. When you scale down your training session effectively, it's a little bit safer and allows you to train longer throughout the year without any injuries. This makes you a smarter athlete, and B, makes your summer and spring seasons a lot stronger because you've been training all through the year. Not having to take any breaks through the year will lead to a much stronger athlete in the long run. So if you want to be a strong athlete, scale down your training. Tip number 8 is to go outside with a training partner. Having a little bit of a morale boost and someone to give you a slight bit of good peer pressure is going to be a great way to motivate yourself into going out and training in these dismal wet weathers. Having someone to train with you will keep your attitude great and your morale super high. Tip number 9 is to bring a spare change of clothes for when you get done with your training session. You're going to really appreciate getting to train and then get all of those wet clothes off of you and get into something really, really dry, or switch out halfway in the session and get right back into it and get going once again. Both of those things are a great feeling after a hard training session, and if you want to go at your best, bringing a spare change of clothes for when you're done or for when you're halfway through your session is a great way to keep that session going longer. Tip number 10 is to always have fun and keep your attitude really, really high when you're outside training. It's kind of wet and it's kind of dismal outside, so having a great attitude when you're outside doing these things kind of brings it a little more energy and a lot more fun when you get to go outside and do these things. So play games, have fun, and go outside and train in the wet weather, guys, because there's no other time like it, and you're going to be a stronger athlete for doing it. Thanks. And again, my name's Jason Budd. I work with Parkour Visions here in Portland, Oregon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.